Good morning, friends. I'm Professor Shivayogi Patil here. Again, I'm coming with a new video. The topic of this video, as you can see it today, it may be called as a World Entrepreneurs Day. So, therefore, the topic of this video is entrepreneurship. And I'm representing Global College of PUC, BCom, BBA, BCA, and MCom. See, my dear friends, nowadays entrepreneurship has gained a lot of importance because of the central government's announcement that we need to make India as the Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is self-sufficient Bharat. Earlier, also there was a scope for entrepreneurship, but not as much as they are giving scope today. So there are n number of schemes that has been planned to give incentives, scopes, and other things for the future entrepreneurs, those who want to enter into the field of entrepreneurship. And my dear students, friends, being an entrepreneur is the most, what you call as the best thing you can do for your future. I will tell you why. Because of the population explosion, and because of the number of graduates that are coming out of the various colleges, degree colleges, job opportunities will be very difficult in future. So, and this corona pandemic has also added to those views and job opportunities, whether it is government or private, is becoming tougher and tougher. So that is the reason why our central government is planning to give a lot of scopes to entrepreneurship, so that India develops as a self-sufficient industrial country on par with Japan as well as China, so that we need not to import anything, any technology also. We need to have our own indigenous technology. So that is the reason all those plans have been made, and in most probability, it will succeed. Of course, there is always consequences will be there, but there is a high probability, 95% chance that by 2030, industry will be a what you call it as a self-sufficient India or Atmanirbhar Bharat, where anything can be produced in India itself with its own indigenous technology. That kind of plan has been there, and implementation will also be there, and scope will also be there. So it is a very wise choice to become an entrepreneur. But to become an entrepreneur, you have to develop that entrepreneurial mindset from earlier stages of your education only. When you enter PUC, you need to make your mindset so that to reach that level of entrepreneurship. So actually, what is required for entrepreneurship? You need to have an idea. So this is a knowledge-based economy, as well as ideas are very, very powerful. If you have an idea, what kind of idea? An idea which can solve the problem of society. So all entrepreneurs, all the products, all services are there to solve a society problem. So therefore, my dear friends, so try to cultivate some ideas, think about some ideas, so that you can become a successful entrepreneur. Now, how to generate these ideas? Just look around you. There will be n number of problems. There are n number of problems. There is a pollution problem. There will be waste disposal problem. There will be water scarcity. There will be electricity scarcity. There will be tomorrow you may face oxygen scarcity. So every scarcity, every problem will gives you an opportunity. Problems, if you take it as challenges, take them as challenges. Every problem gives you an opportunity to become an entrepreneur and supply those solutions to those problems, so that either in the form of products or in the form of services, so that you become a successful entrepreneur. For example, somebody predicted the scarcity of pure water, so they started something called Bisleri mineral water. Now, mineral water industry has gone like anything. So somebody predicted tomorrow there may be requirement of oxygen. They started oxygen clubs. clubs. They are started oxygen bottled oxygen also. They are available in China, even in some of our India's metro cities like Kolkata and Delhi, because of the air pollution. So like this, you have to think about the future. So every problem which may become difficult in the future, so aggravate in the future, what you can call it as, that will give you an opportunity. So to solve that problem, so you need to that problem solving capacity. You need to how I can solve the capacity. For example, how I now there is a what you call it as a demand for electrical vehicles. So how I can improve upon the efficiency of these electrical vehicles. How I can make them cheaper. How I can make them affordable, because now they are beyond 1 lakh. How I can make cheaper. How I can increase the mileage per watt of electricity or something like that. And how I can make them their pickup and speed at par with the petrol vehicles. So that is a bigger challenge. So in that way also you can think. So any problem you look in the society, if you try to solve it, you will find a solution. You will to have a solution, problem solving mentality, and you will get a chance to be an entrepreneur. So who is an entrepreneur? Any person who want to start his own or started his own something called startup. You might have heard about the startup, a own enterprise, own company. It may be involved in trading, it may be involved in services, it may be in product manufacturing. So there are n number of things which comes under the entrepreneurship. So you can become an entrepreneurship. And my dear friends, there are n number of government schemes which are there to provide you the training required to become entrepreneurship, the skill required for entrepreneurship, because you need certain skills to become entrepreneurship. So skills required for entrepreneurship. Then finance required for entrepreneurship. For example, Mudra Yojana provided by the government is one of the plan to give finance at a very cheap rate of interest, or without interest also they may give, and subsidies will be there. So there will be discount in taxation, and in some area which are called as tax-free zones, so there will be tax-free will be there, free tax will be there. So then there will be something called as industrial areas where there will be land available at discounted rates, electricity will be available at discounted rate, water supply will be available at discounted rate, and other materials are available at a discounted rate. So nowadays it has become easier to become an entrepreneur because the government has made it easier, because of the application now you can have through online, and then you can put your idea through online, and you can get up what you call it as the permission through online also, avoiding all the middle person. Earlier, there were a lot of middle person involved. There will be a lot of bribing is involved. But nowadays, it has become transparent so that you can easily apply. And if your idea was found good, then definitely you will be considered for the entrepreneurship. So even now, without permission also, you can go for entrepreneurship. Later also, you can take the permission. But if you take the permission, you will get all the benefits that the government is planning to give for the entrepreneurship. So entrepreneur is that person who is self-employed. Maybe he may be in servicing sector, he may be in consulting sector also. Even a civil engineer who is a consultant himself, he is an entrepreneur. So the primary advantage is you are your boss. There is no boss above you to dictate you. Then there will be the scope for development is unlimited. So you can start at a small level, at a startup level, then you can become a even Fortune 500 company also, depending upon your effort, your business acumen, and a lot of other factors are there. See, there is no scope for, there is no limit for the kind of income you can generate, the kind of promotions you can have, the kind of development you can have in the entrepreneurship industry. So therefore, my dear friends, it is very, very important to consider entrepreneurship is one of the preferred idea when you enter a college, whether it is a engineering college or a commerce college or MBA. Of course, MBA is also very useful. Commerce is also very useful if you want to become an entrepreneur. So in MBA, in BBA and MBA, you will learn how to manage, administrate, become an administrator in a big organization. In commerce, you will learn all those things which are required to float up a company. So all those are related to entrepreneurship also. So there are a lot of there will be finances available, there will be training available, there is skill development trainings which are available freely, conducted freely from time to time by the governments. So there will be a lot of scope is being given now today for the entrepreneurships. So you can tie up, even you can have a tie up with other companies, collaborative entrepreneurship you can have. You can tie up with foreign companies also. Foreign collaboration is also possible. So for example, Maruti Suzuki. Maruti is from India and Suzuki is from Japan. So we have a lot of such collaboration. You can have also collaboration so that you can bring that technology and adapt it here. If you cannot indigenously produce that technology. So therefore, my dear friends, consider entrepreneurship as your first choice because it is the best choice you can choose. And if you have a business acumen, of course, business acumen you can gain from BBA course. So BBA course, even in MBA course, even in BCom and MCom course also, that business acumen can be developed. And there are colleges will be given, for example, Global College will be given you trainings in entrepreneurship development trainings, then soft skill training to become a leader. So a lot of trainings will be given so that you will be after the completion of 3 years or 4 years, whatever degree, so you can have a confidence to start an entrepreneurship. So my advice is because I myself has been an entrepreneur for nearly around 20 years. I have been in entrepreneurship. I have seen a lot of ups and downs. Of course, though at those times, the field I have chosen was becoming obsolete. So I was to turn down that this thing and enter again into the teaching field, which is my favorite field. There also I used to teach computer hardware and networking. I had a institute computer hardware networking, as well as we had two people. So one was my brother-in-law and myself, and we had computer sales and services, and as well as all total IT solutions you can call it as, including printers, scanners, and so on. We used to sell. So therefore, my dear friends, entrepreneurship opportunity is very, very good opportunity. Only thing you need to have a keen mind to look into problems of the society, find out the solution, then convert the solution into a product or service, and you can become a successful entrepreneur. So, my dear friends, so only thing, okay, there are some things which are hard also. First thing, there is no limitation of time. So sometimes you may work initial stages. When you start entrepreneurship, you may work from 7 to 5 also, or 8 to 9, 9 to 10 also. So you need to work hard. You need to have that. You need to manage your team. You need to have that administrative capabilities that can be gained. That can be gained by the training. So you need to have a skill. So the only is timing restriction. So once your enterprise has reached a feasible size, then you can have a timing relaxation. But initially, you need to have the timing flexibility, what we call it as a timing flexibility. So for an entrepreneur, that is the only thing. Then you have to manage the finances very intelligently. So either you can put your own money or you can go for bank loans. A lot of bankers are also offering. But to get the bank loans, you have to prepare a project report which is showing the feasibility of your entrepreneurship. Feasibility. All these things will teach you in the Global College. If you wanted to become an entrepreneur, how to prepare the project report so that it is easily accepted by the financial institutes to give you finance. So therefore, my dear friends, please keep it in mind. Take entrepreneurship. I always advise the students to become entrepreneurs instead of searching job, and especially government job. Government jobs are very scared to get, and there is a lot of money involvement is there. Today, if you want to become a KPSC officer, then you have to pay 15 lakh, 20 lakh to become a KPSC officer. So there are we should not talk about it. There is a lot of things are involved. So private sector or the entrepreneurship is the best option for you, and your ability will be totally, your capability can be explored, your potential can be explored fully in an entrepreneurship. That's why a lot of people are coming up with startups nowadays. Don't worry about the training, don't worry about the finance. We will guide you about it. So with this small video, I'm concluding this video. So I hope because the information I had given is very useful, and you liked this video. So please subscribe to my video, my channel, as well as share it to others so that they can also get benefit. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you very much.